This time at home made you tired of your home's decor? To keep your place functioning well for this new stay-at-home lifestyle, or just to love it again? Style at Home magazine's Karl Lohnes is back with us with the 5 big home decor trends coming our way in 2021. Happy New Year, Karl.
Happy New Year, Bob, and hopefully a happy, good year of decorating while we're spending all this time at home.
Absolutely, yeah, we got to improve our world. So what's our first trend?
Well, the first trend is called homemade details, and it's really about customizing things in your home so that they feel like they're yours and nobody else has them, because we tend to buy a lot of things that are mass marketed or available to a lot of people. So maybe doing some hand stitching on a pillow, a velvet pillow on the living room couch. Maybe it's adding a trim detail to a lamp shade. It's adding little details around your house, wallpapering the inside of your dining room cabinet with a great print that all of a sudden makes that cabinet look so special in your home and nobody else has it. And then when people do come to visit your home and are allowed to be back in, they'll be asking a lot of questions about where you got things and the story behind it.
Okay, it's kind of do-it-yourself, though, as a trend, though. But I mean, is it easy enough, or is something we can learn?
Oh, if you can sew a button on a pillow, a little antique button or something, that's great. But you can buy a lot of things that have this look to it as well, that little handmade touch.
Right.
Look at the websites like the Etsy's and where people make things. Great place to find that individual type of thing.
Good idea. Let's talk about wall murals.
Well, we've seen wallpaper back in style for about 3 or 4 years, and now it's bigger. It's big murals, it's big print, it's big pattern, and it's going large on the walls. And really, it's about putting it on all 4 walls, which, big leafy prints, big pastoral scenes. I remember my parents had that Hawaiian beach photorealism scene behind the sofa when I was in the 70s.
My dentist still has that, Karl.
Well, then your dentist is coming kind of back in style, but what goes around never comes around the same way.
Now, what if we're afraid to commit to wallpaper?
Yeah, if wallpaper and big, huge print might be too much for you, think about some wall texture. The return of wall paneling is coming back, kind of a 70s thing, but in a different way. Maybe it's in a herringbone or chevron style with wood paneling. Maybe it's just wood trims put on the wall to look very elegant. It could be a brick wall that you expose or add the look of a brick wall. So it's really about adding some texture. The Venetian plaster finishes are very popular again for paint because it has a subtle texture look without being bumpy. So it's adding, I think, a coziness to the walls in our home, whether it be murals or whether it be some texture to the walls.
Okay. Does it change your perception of the size of the room by doing that?
Actually, it makes a room feel, quite often, it makes it feel cozier. So it depends on the type of room you've got. If you've got a big living room, dining room, kitchen combination, to do one of those walls with a big mural or a big sense of texture can actually make that big space tie itself together a little more and make it feel a little more cozy or intimate as well. And that's really what we're looking for 2021.
Okay, let's talk colors.
Well, gray has been the big neutral for I don't know how long, at least 10 years. Gray sofas, gray walls, gray rugs. Everyone loves gray as a neutral, and it's kind of warming itself up and going back to beige. So you're going to see some colors, the sandy tones. You're going to see the taupey sand, very warm grays, or even peachy or clay type colors will be very popular. If you have gray already in your home decor, don't fear. And if you love it, you don't have to get rid of it. If you've got a dark gray sofa, the trick is to add beige, these beigey tones or these warmer tones in the same tonal values. So if you got a dark gray sofa, do a darker beige tone in the room. Don't do a super light tone with super dark gray. It'll look like a dirty white color and you don't want that. Okay. So keep the tonal values the same as your grays, and you can introduce this new color trend very easily to walls, furniture, rugs, whatever you're decorating with this year. But beige is the word.
Okay, and that's your final word, sadly. But we look forward to all kinds of great design tips throughout 2021. Karl Lohnes, Happy New Year.
I'll be back. Happy New Year.
So take me